Coming up on today's episode. Well, good day, YouTube. Here with you today at the bench once more. I have a couple new radios to show you, and I think you can see one, but we're not going to look at that one first. We're going to look at this one. This is the second of the Offer Up radios, and you can see it is in very, very nice shape. And surprisingly enough, it does work. Set up the antenna. So that's FM, obviously. Let me switch it over here.
521-4124. Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling in this morning. All right, 523-7467. Have you run through all your items? Yeah, looking again at Jackson County Tire.
So that's the local station there on AM. Again, this works just fine. Very pleased with this for, I think, whatever it was. I'm going to flash it up on the screen what I paid for it. But this thing is, you know, just about as clean and nice looking as the other one. And very, very pleased with it. And like I said, it's a good radio. Really good. Now, on to the meat of the matter. This is the Zenith Circle of Sound radio that I bought on eBay. This was the $5 radio. Like I said, I don't remember exactly what it said. Well, it says for parts not working. Down in the description, tested the radio and would not pick up any stations. That was the complaint on this radio. So let's see exactly what happens when we turn it on. Oh, we have scratchiness. I'll turn it up about halfway. Definitely has a dirty volume control. It is on AM. And we'll go over to the designated spot where I know there is one. And I'll turn this up all the way. There you go, that's up all the way. You hear a little something in there, but it's not a station for sure. So I'm going to turn this down. Let's try FM. For one thing, I've noticed this volume control in this is very stiff. Like it's dried up glue or grease. It's turned to glue is what it is, I think. Let's turn this over to FM. Let's see if I can get this done here. FM. And we'll turn it back up again. So, thought I heard something there. So, I think the first order of business, well, before I do anything else, is get this thing fixed, because I can barely turn it, number one, and it's awfully scratchy. Don't know that that's any of the reason for the non-performance. This switch here sometimes will get dirty as well. I don't know, but you know. Oop. Every once in a while I hear something. Or what sounds like something anyway. Try a screwdriver. Now this switch down here a little bit more. Whoop.
PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code.
Well, there you go.
Payroll free.
That's what you call fixing it the easy way. Oop. Faded out. Must be this switch here. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it's this one here. I think all of them are dirty. Yeah, it comes and goes there. Oh, there you go. I think
Bills for budget.
Combination of this switch and this switch. So I want to turn this off. Like I said, it does have a hum in it too, so that we all know is probably a sign of bad filter caps. Or going bad, I should say. It's not that bad. What I want to do is take the screws out of this, and I think there's 4 or 6 screws on the bottom. I've seen the bottom already. And we'll take it out and see what we have after we take that out and look at it. So hang in there and we'll be right back.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, well there you see. There's what it looks like. And sure enough, all the radio is here. There's a speaker there, transformer to power it. This is, I see something here. It shouldn't be there. Well, if I look at the top of the case, that is one of the standoffs, and the top is broke off. I can see that right now. And that goes on there, so that'll have to be fixed. Not a big deal, but it'll need to be fixed. Looks like there's another one broke off too. Yeah, there is. I don't know if it's in here or not, but if it is, we'll take and try to fix it as well. But for sure, this one, we'll put that in the top and leave that in there. So, like I say, looking at this, it's still plugged in. So. Okay, well that's working. Now I wonder if AM works. I'm going to try switching it over. And we'll take it down to the local station area and just play around with that switch a little bit. Yeah, I'm not getting anything, but... Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just that switch. Selector switch. That worked good. Alright, well, we know what the problem is. Basically, clean this switch really good, and this one here. Now this one, we'll take a little closer look at it. You can see back in the back here, power switch is at the back. There's the volume control here itself, and now these wires here. Now this looks like it's got a nut on it there to take it apart. And what I think I'm going to try to do is basically remove this entire switch, because I don't think just a dousing with control cleaner is going to do anything. Oh, there's another one of those pieces. I see. Or is it? No, it's something else. Alright. I thought that was a piece that maybe we needed. Anyway, like I said, I don't think just the plain old dousing with control cleaner is going to do it. I guess I could try it just to see what it does. But that thing is just so stiff to turn that, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's...
Come on, it's lovely. A bercer mon cœur pour la vie.
So, turn that off. Even the, well, there it's even still doing it. That's pretty good with it off. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do, like I say, is take that out and see if I can't clean it up. I'll take it all apart and use alcohol, clean it up, get all the old dried up grease out of it, and maybe re-grease it with some super lube, something of that sort, and we'll go from there. So I think that's our order of business for this. And like I said, we'll get back to that just as soon as we get this part of the video done, and then we'll take it apart and look at it. So, all right, join me for that. Now, hang on just a second. And I'll show you this piece that's broke off so that you can see it. See, this one here is broke off. There's the piece that goes there. So that will be need to be re-glued. That actually looks like it may have been glued in there one time, but obviously they didn't use a good enough glue. So I'm going to use epoxy. That's what I use. And get that back in. Now, the other thing I didn't show you was this one here. This one is broke off as well, but I don't see anything in the bottom of the radio. I'll have to, when I take that volume control out, I'll have to look a little closer and see if I can find anything in there that maybe, you know, would go back in there, because those contain the screw, the little brass inserts for the screw to fit in, and obviously without those don't really fit into anything. So I'm going to hopefully find that and do that. Probably end up taking that whole circuit board out, controls and all that stuff out, and you know, I don't think it's that much of a big deal. I think it's separate from the power supply. Obviously, I'm looking at the radio. That's why I'm not looking or listening or talking at the microphone on the camera. So anyway, like I said, that's what we're going to be doing. And like I said, join me for that. Don't know when that'll be, but again, I don't know that I'll get to it today because of all the stuff I've got going on today. Anywho, that's it. So we'll catch you when we catch you. All right, stay tuned for that. All right, we are back once more. I have the radio apart. I did find the other plastic piece, and I put that in the top, so it would be there, and will be able to be glued back on. So that will be complete. Those will all have been glued on in the past. You can see the glue marks on it, and so apparently this is a bad case design, or it's just time wise. Now this may have been, I'm thinking early 70s on this, late 60s, early 70s. So, again, like I said, this is an old radio. But anyway, this is the underneath side that I was trying to get to, obviously. There is the function, or selector switch, I should say. And I think for this one, I'm going to try to spray in here and work the switch with the control. I'm going to put a bigger knob on it so I can have a little bit better, easier time to, work it back and forth. Now, I may do the same thing on this volume control. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a section over here. This must be a tap. Because this is all by itself over here on this side. It's open on this side, and of course it's open on this side where the regular volume control wire is attached to. Now this is a switch, obviously, in the back. But like I say, I'm going to try to spray in there and see if I can't get that working better. And if it does work, it works. And if not, I'll take it apart and clean it. It's not a big deal. But again, this here is the one I'm worried about, because these are just very, very difficult to clean sometimes and get them to where they will function properly. So there's a look at that. I just kind of wanted to bring you back real quick and show you that I did have it apart. And I'm going to put all the bag up all the screws and get those all put away so that I don't lose those. And I think, like I say, I'll come back to this at another time, and we'll see what we can find out. So stay tuned for that. Alright, well, I am back once again. And what you see in front of you is the same Zenith Circle of Sound AM/FM radio. And I have cleaned the volume control and the selector switch here. And I have not done anything besides spray some of this into the openings on both controls. Well, actually, I sprayed a liberal amount. So I wanted to make sure it got everything, and I worked the controls using a larger knob, because the smaller knobs made it very difficult to turn the controls. So once I did that, this is what we have left, so let's try it and see. It is on AM right now, as you can see, I think, here. Well, according to where that dial is at, I'm going to have to say that's probably WLW out of Cincinnati.
Contact and even instigate contact.
And I would say that is WHAS 84 out of Louisville.
I'll share a stat with you here in a little bit. It's blowing me away as far as works.
That is anybody's guess. I'd have to listen to it a while to hear what it is, but it's some sort of talk station, it sounds like.
Trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but abides forever.
Well, now that, again, I don't know what it would be.
The healing of the nobleman's son.
So,
In highlighting the power and
1050, around 1050.
by talking about how, so much like that nobleman, on one hand he came to Jesus believing in him, trusting in him, but he was desperate and he was frantic. There was within him both faith and unbelief, and his son was
heard Philadelphia Eagles. That must be football. I have no idea what station that is, though. It's certainly not our local station, even though it's close to that point.
You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance.
There's our local station.
Before the price changed that day, there must have been some
You can tell by the Christmas music it's still playing.
found, or when they
Well, I guess that's the North Vernon station by the dial position.
Teams
Or maybe that is.
South Cleveland get them some things like that. They play it better.
Gonna have to say that's the best I've ever done in here on AM. I mean, it's a Sunday. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it or not, but picked up quite a few stations there. That was kind of impressive, I think. Obviously, the controls are now working very well, even though I didn't take it apart and clean it like I wanted to do. I think, you know, that's a testament to this stuff. Now, this is the stuff that Shango uses. I thought I'd try it rather than the Oxit. So I have both, but like I said, I want to try this, see how it does, and I'm impressed with it. It did a very good job. So let's switch over to FM. If I can do this here easily. Oh, wrong way. I am on FM, not AFC, so I like to do that.
Favorite. 107.3.
107.3. That's not too far off. Looking at the dial, it's not way above 108, but it's above 108.
Love can hurt sometimes, but it's the only
I'd say that's about right on. I guess that's 106.1. I don't know for sure. Don't know what that is. It's country. I don't listen to country.
I'm still learning.
I don't know what that is either. Feliz Navidad. Again, that I don't know. That would be VXIU or whatever it is. Should get our local station here close by. I'm gonna guess that's it. That's 99.3. That's a hum. 98.3. That would be, can't think of the call letters right offhand, but Dump 96. I'm not familiar with anything down this end of the band.
I'm Kix Brooks, and we are closing in on that #1 song of the week. And Dirk Bentley is my guest.
Gonna say that's country.
Just put some masking tape down on the...
More Christmas music.
Became natural. And this is what the Lord said. And they would make rules and traditions.
Caleb is down here somewhere.
Burdens upon you, which was sin itself.
There was another one in there. I couldn't tell what it was. So there you go. There's a good look at how this works. I think it works excellent.
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends teaching hand, body, and dental hygiene to kids at an early age.
So, like I say, the only thing left to do really is clean it up a little bit and to basically, I have tried to tone.
Changing bodies. Teach preteens about the importance of regular showers, the use of deodorant, and the daily
tone seems to work all right.
Not only will these lessons help your children mature, their teachers...
So everything is working now?
This Kids Count Minute is a message from the Indiana Youth Institute.
And,
For more parent tips, visit IYI.
Like I said, I'm going to clean it up a little bit and put those pieces back on that fell off or broke off or whatever. And that's going to do this radio. That's I'm very happy with my purchase for $5. Not sure... why this is so special as far as the way it receives, but it is, and it does receive very well. And Bob's got one of these. Now, I think his has got the digital clock on it. I mean, alarm clock and stuff like that. I think his is a clock radio. But I don't know. I'll check with him, see if his is a good performer too. But this one's excellent. I really like it. So if I end up doing that... gluing on, I will bring you back and show you that, but for right now we're going to call this good. And like I said, it is working as well as anybody can expect, I think.
Is it much to demand? I wanna...
That looks like a 4-inch speaker. Of course, it's pointing down and it's got the cone on the bottom that makes the sound disperse in a circular pattern. So that seems to be working well. And so very happy with this. Pleased, very pleased with it. So that's good. And again, like I say, I'm going to go ahead and of course I like to leave those...
We heard the King Singers with the harp consort performing Mateo Flecha's El Fuego on their Sony Masterworks CD Fire and Water, The Spirit of Renaissance Spain from the year 2000. Ensaladas can be thought of as multimedia events.
So anyway, that's, like I say, that's it. On this here, I was going to change caps, but these things are working. It's not humming at all. That hum there is not power supply, I do not believe. So again, like I say, not gonna, unless I have it gets worse or something like that. This is easy board to get out. There's 5 screws, I think, and takes it out. You can work on anything on the bottom or on the top, either one, because it will flip over. But really not that hard to get out. So I figure, you know, if it does prove to be problematic, that's what I'm trying to say, problematic, I will fix it at that time. So, all right, that's going to do me. You guys have a great day. Thank you so very much for watching, and we will see ya.